You all will know about Elon Musk, one of the best brains in this world. He has many companies, out of which SpaceX, Tesla, and Hyperloop are well known. The others are OpenAI and Neuralink. All his companies are expanding greatly in all the areas of technology and world. His ideas are unique and helping the world to improve at high speeds. For high speed development, Elon Musk thought that everyone needed high speed internet and access to that must also be cheaper. Being an ordinary person, not just you people, but even I would have planned to take the internet through grounds and oceans. But this is already done, and that is how we get our internets. Not directly from seas, the main source is distributed to various internet providers and then they finally give it to us. As Elon Musk is an extraordinary person, he had some different ideas. This led him to the start of a new project in the year 2015. This was for the communication systems. This was the start for the Elon's StarLink. So today we will see what it is and its latest updates. Do watch the video till the end. Let's get into our topic. The major idea for the project is to provide internet across the world at low cost. That is, making internet available to all the people. When said around the world, it covers not just the land areas but also the water bodies. Even the largest deserts and the typical forests are also considered. Providing internet to the sailors in the ocean or the people at the deserts isn't that easy. Further, we cannot take the cables all over the world to provide internet. So to make it wireless, we must be able to connect each and every area of the world. In order to do that, we must be able to build cell phone towers. We already have many of them on the lands, but building them in the oceans and deserts aren't that easy and cannot be done. To cover the whole world, even all those oceans and deserts are also included. So to do that, the best and last choice is to connect the world with satellites and provide internet to each and every corner of the world. In order to do that, we need lots of money and perfect team of engineers who can crack this. The basic idea is to connect all the places just like our phones, but without the cell phone towers. To do this, Elon Musk did not just propose the trans receivers required to the space, but also the trans receivers that are needed for the people were also proposed. Now let's first see the ground level. The trans receivers designed for the people consist of one antenna that's almost to the size of a laptop. This will help the user to transmit and receive the data. Now the main part comes in, that is the speed at which the data will be sent and received. How will it reach the required place and many more will be discussed. For all these things, the satellites play a major role. A quick question to my viewers. How many satellites do you think will be needed to cover the whole world? I think it's a difficult or a tricky one. Try not to refer the internet. Let me know your answer in the comment section. So pause now and type down your answer. Now let's continue. The answer for the above will be discussed within the topic. On 24th May, SpaceX launched Falcon 9 rocket that had 60 satellites into the space. This was the start of StarLink, where internet is given to all the places of the world with minimum latency, that is minimum loss. It's not done yet. SpaceX has planned 12,000 satellites to be launched. Each launch will take place every 2 weeks once with 60 satellites each time. This was planned to begin from November 2019. It is said that all the 12,000 satellites will be completely deployed by the mid of 2020. But not just that, the number of satellites may also increase to 42,000 after that. The first launch with 12,000 satellites is planned in 3 orbital shells. The first shell will have approximately 1,600 satellites at the range of 550 kilometers from the Earth. The second shell will have approximately 2,800 satellites which operate using Ku and Ka bands, where U and A represents under and above. The range is about 1,150 kilometers from Earth. The third shell will have 7,500 satellites approximately. All these are operated at the frequency of V band and placed at the range of 340 kilometers from the Earth. For all this to be done, it is going to take billions of dollars. The first prototype was launched in 2018. It had two prototype satellites, Tintin A and Tintin B. This helped them to test all their requirements. In November 2018, SpaceX received approval from FCC, that is Federal Communication Commission, to deploy the rest of the satellites. May 2019, the launch with 60 satellites were successfully done and people were able to see the train of satellites. These were used for testing and monitoring the Earth's communication. The other main thing to be tested was the Krypton Thrusters. These are used to autonomously avoid debris and deorbit the spacecraft once it reaches the end of the life cycle. Xeon is completely used for launches, but SpaceX used Krypton, as Xeon was more expensive than Krypton. Krypton was used to launch and set the satellites at the required orbital positions. SpaceX has added all the required hardware to minimize the debris risk and the satellite collisions. The satellites are said to have 5 1.5 kg silicon carbide components. That is, each satellite will have 5 individual lasers. These lasers are used to transmit data using laser pulse. They are done on Earth also, but it is quite faster in space as the disturbance is quite less. It is known that light travels 47% slower on glass than in vacuum, so that this is a greater advantage for data transfer. There will be less latency even over long distances. On Earth, the speed of light travel in glass depends on the refractive index, and this again depends on the wavelength. The StarLink uses phase array antennas, which are radio antennas that can control the direction of their transmission without any moving parts. Due to this, they are destructive and constructive interference to control the direction of the radio waves. Each antenna of StarLink has a cone beam with 81% range of view. Having the orbit at 550 km helps the satellite cover the radius of 500 km on Earth's surface. The nearer the satellite orbit is, the less latency can be obtained. Each StarLink satellite will have 4 phased array antenna. Now the data once received by the satellite will send to the other satellite using lasers. But however, there would be a small delay during the hops between satellites, as the laser is converted to electric signal and then again into laser. The laser must reach the required receiver satellite, which is quite tricky. For this to take place accurately and instantly, StarLink uses 12,000 satellites to cover the whole world. The answer for the question that I had asked before is 3. That is, with minimum of 3 satellites, we can cover the whole world. That's it for now. Meet you all in my next video. Thanks for watching this. If you like this video, hit that like button. Do share it with your friends and comment down on what topic we need to speak next. Don't forget to subscribe and press that bell icon to get instant notification whenever I release my new video. Until then, don't forget to think big.